Welcome, everyone, to another weekly edition of our StaySmart newsletter and podcast brought to you by Viciniti Corporate Housing, where we try to keep you updated on what we see happening in the industry and what I see happening in the industry. Today is Earth Day. When I'm recording this, today is Earth Day. So sustainability obviously is something that we hear a lot about in the industry. I was just at the Midwest ERC a couple weeks ago. There was a session around ESG. Sustainability was talked about a lot at that session. And then obviously the Coalition for Greener Mobility, so ERC, CHPA, IMA, a lot of these associations getting together trying to create a more greener mobility relocation industry. It's definitely talked about the industry. So those are the articles that we have for you this week. A lot of this is around business travel, but we'll go ahead and jump right in. The first one is about Google. They made some new sustainable options in their features. So maps, the search function, flights, hotels, all those Google tools. They've included their Gemini AI in this to give more sustainable options. So like in the maps features, it's giving people additional options when they're using the map feature, whether it's showing train options or bus options or other more sustainable options. Or in the flights tool, it's showing the carbon emissions on those flights, just giving people more tools and resources to try to make some more sustainable travel options. So the next article is about Expedia, kind of another OTA in this space, showing they have two new initiatives around. One is a Destination Climate Champion, and then the other one is a Destination Give Back Award. So they're kind of highlighting their operators and giving them tools to showcase their sustainable options, and then also highlighting the operators that are giving back to sustainable causes or initiatives. So this is Expedia kind of rolling out a couple of things in the sustainable area. And then an article about Southwest Airlines. They acquired SAFFiRE, which is a sustainable fuel company. They make SAF fuel, sustainable aviation fuels. So Southwest is one of their acquisitions to try to meet their goal of getting 10% of their fuel usage SAF by 2030. What's interesting about this to me is that their pilot program to produce this SAF fuels is going to be here in Kansas. Obviously, they take some corn and turn it into ethanol, and that's used for these sustainable aviation fuels. So interesting information about Southwest trying to make sustainable options. And then the final article is about the difficulties or the challenges around business travelers managing business travel in the age of climate change and sustainability and all that goes into this. And what's interesting in this is a lot of these companies are going to need to, it says in this article, need to double their efforts to try to meet the initiatives that they put in place for 2030. A lot of data needed to be for that. But what I found what was really interesting in this article is it talks about 90% of the business travel is done by just 10% of the employees. So interesting article about the kind of challenges around managing business travel in the age of sustainability. Those are articles that we have this week. I'd love to talk to you about sustainability. It's something that I'm passionate about. I'd love to talk to you about what Viciniti is doing around partnering with Greenfeed about our measuring our carbon footprint, and then also the efforts that we are doing to reduce our waste and removing single-use plastics in our apartments. So if you'd like to hear more about what Viciniti is doing around sustainability or what I see happening in the industry, I'd love to discuss it more. So please leave your question or comments here. But that's what I see transitioning this week. Take care, everyone.